everybody, it's Hot Rod right here on Hot Rod TV. Of course, still in beautiful Lynchburg, Tennessee, the home of the Jack Daniels World Championships. And man, it has been a great weekend. And of course, we found this handsome young man right here. We're going to bring him in, Mr. Don from Yoder Smokers. And Mr. Don, you are making a lot of headway. Let's talk a little bit about Yoder Smokers.
All right. Yoder's been in business now for about 5 years, and we have found a way into the barbecue circuit here. You see Mike Davis with a lot of bull has done very, very well. Won the Royal on his last year, turnaround, won Talladega. We've got some other guys, Andy Groneman up the way, Smoke on Wheels, well-known barbecue champ. He's cooking on pellet grills. So, yeah, we've come a long ways in a short amount of time. We're traditional stick burners. We build low and slow offsets. That's our standard. You'll notice on Mike's pit, Mike's a hot and fast cook. So we heat profile in that pit is designed just for him. Cooked on it, got it exactly the way he wants it. That's what we do. We do a tremendous amount of customization. Doesn't make any difference whether you happen to be a competitor, a backyard, a caterer, or if you're a restaurant. We do it all. So whether it's mobile or whether it's stationary, we can help with that. In the last less than a year, we've been into the pellet grill market, making huge headway. You're seeing an American built, heavy quality, just a tremendous product. Has broad heat range, 150 to 600 degrees, so you can really grill and of course smoke, indirect, and bake. So that's what we're about.
Well, I know Mr. Don, Mike from Lotta Bull has had just tremendous success, not only this year, but several years. And so obviously there's something to the Yoder Smoker. Now, let's talk a little bit about you and your experience with Jack Daniels. How many years have you been coming up here?
1 year.
1 year!
This is it.
You know, now how does a handsome young fellow like yourself stay away from Lynchburg, Tennessee?
You know, I tell you what, it's a long drive. What can I say?
I love it. I love it.
But you know, we're really excited to be here. I mean, this is a great crowd, and you know, of course, we know lots of folks, and every year we know more and more. So we'll just add this to the calendar.
Let me ask you real quick, Mr. Don, what would it mean if for one of your customers to win it all this weekend on the Yoder Smoker?
Well, it's always bragging rights, isn't it? I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, when the guys win big on a Yoder, man, it's just a good day. Yes. So,
absolutely. Real quick, tell our millions of viewers how they would get in touch with Yoder Smokers.
Yoder Smokers is real easy. Just easiest way is hop on the website. That's just yodersmokers.com, and you know, you can find all the rest of our contact info there. That's the way.
Guys, Mr. Don, Hot Rod, Yoder Smokers, it don't get any better than this. You need to come on down to the World Championship Barbecue Festival here in Lynchburg, Tennessee. Jack Daniels. What I want to do now is I want to turn it over to JB, my partner. He's going to take a technical aspect, and we're going to look at some Yoder Smokers. Guys, stay tuned.
When it comes to game day refreshment, we could all use a little coaching.
Thus far, I expect all of the undefeated teams to fall, but I expect you'll rise to stardom every Sunday with a Coors Light home draft in your fridge.
Folks, here we are with Barbecue Superstars. We've got two of the biggest superstars in the barbecue business. We've got Amy Mills and Don Carey. Amy Mills, of course, her dad is Mike Mills, and she is a marketing genius. Amy, can you tell us a little bit more about your business and about your catering and just everything? We had lots of fun with you on JBQ and also JB and the Champ last night.
Oh, thank you. I have a barbecue business called On Q Consulting, and we are really the only place where you can come for the premier barbecue education in the country. So we have all kinds of business of barbecue classes, master classes, catering master classes, barbecue smoke tours in various cities. Wow. It's a great place to come and turn your passion into money.
And you were telling us last night you even take trips out of town, like to New York City. Exactly. You get behind. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we go on barbecue smoke tours. So we take people all through different restaurants all across the country. We meet the pit masters, we meet the management staff, sample the menu, look at the kitchens. We really get all access that you wouldn't get if you just walked into a restaurant.
Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about one of the cookers that we're at here, but can you tell folks how to reach you and learn more about your classes? I would love to come to one of your classes.
Oh, excellent. My website is nowonq.com, and my email is amy@nowonq.com.
Okay, fantastic. Now, you stopped us and said, hey, I've got to talk to the president of Yoder Smokers because whose pit do you love here?
Well, I have always admired Mike Davis's pit, Lotta Bull. I think it looks fabulous. Of course, as a girl, I'm looking at what it looks like, but I also know that it performs. And when I saw this setup, I had never met the people at Yoder before, but I had to stop and compliment them on that pit. I understand that it was custom built for him,
yes.
Extra finely finished seams. I know that the Yoder spiel is that they are so well insulated and even cookers, and clearly that's working very well for Mike Davis.
Yes, and guess what? We've got the president of Yoder Smokers, Don Carey, right here with us. Don, come on in. Tell us the advantages of Yoder Smokers, and tell us just what makes your pits different.
Well, the Yoder product is essentially custom built. But we custom build especially for competitors, caterers, anybody who is making a living with their pit. So we're building that pit to their specifications for their cooking style, whether they cook hot, whether they cook low and slow, whether they're adding a grilling dimension. So we're capable of doing all of that stuff, making it completely portable and mobile, or making it something that they would set at a restaurant.
Fantastic. And I've got to share Amy's passion for Mike Davis's pit. I mean, you go over there and everything's custom. I mean, like you said, he cooks a certain style. His pit, it's got raised cooking areas. He's got areas that, he wants to have a heat at a certain area, and he wants to have a certain temperature. It's just the fit and finish. And to me, one of my favorite parts about it, being a caterer and a cook, is the firebox. I mean, your fireboxes, do you guys put extra insulation in the fireboxes?
We do the fireboxes two ways on these pits. I mean, the one that we have on display here is a 1/2-inch thick square firebox, which does an amazing job of providing nice even heat, has excellent draw, and it has great heat retention. Then when we move to insulated, then we are a 3/8 exterior wall, then we have fiberglass we have insulation in between, and then a 1/4 inch inside for that extra insulation.
Okay. Now, I've got a question. We've got my friend Amy here. If she's at home, you have great competition cookers. Do you have anything for folks at home, like maybe a pellet cooker or anything like that?
Well, backyard is big for us, let's say that. I mean, we do wood pits in 16, 20, 24-inch diameters that cater to the home cook, okay. And as well as pellet grills. We do two different sizes, a 480 and 640 square inch grill, available with second shelves.
Is this one right here?
This happens to be one right here. This is our YS 480.
Okay, who's this guy? Oh, Hot Rod Television. Oh. He's in the shot.
There it is. You'll never know what you find, right? And so this happens to be on a competition cart. This is our standard backyard pellet grill. It just happens to be on the comp cart. You'll see the big wheels, the stainless shelves. So not only is it easy to get in and out of a trailer for competitors or caterers, anybody who is actually in the food service business, you've got your stainless shelves. Okay. So that gives you everything you need.
Amy, what do you think about something like this? Do you think that would be something fun to cook on at home?
I think that would look fabulous in my backyard. I'll have to put that on my wish list.
Yes, wish list for Amy Mills. Look at that. I tell you what, this is wonderful. Now, is this a pellet cooker that you have here?
That's correct. It is pellet fired, and it gives the home cook or the pit master the opportunity. It gives you nice even heat. You start it up. You've got 150 to 600 degree temperature range. Okay. You can direct grill, indirect grill, smoke and bake. There isn't anything you can't do on it. So from entrees to dessert, it's a fantastic cooking machine.
Fantastic, folks. Yoder Smokers, this has been a great time. We're going to take a look over at the competition grill. I see some wheels. They look like they could come on a car, but we'll see you next time.
Now, people are saying that you think you colder than me. Nice little trick. But those were some important papers. I'm Ice Cube, and nothing's colder than Ice Cube. Did you just snow on me?
Ice Cube is cold, but Coors Light is super cold.
I hope you got a mop in that bucket.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.